Hey everybody, it's Kelly Williams with the Kelly Williams Show and your home TV. And it's time for the Kelly Williams Show. Yay! I'm so excited because today, oh my goodness, we've got the amazing, gorgeous, and incredible Stephanie Stuckey, chair of the world famous Stuckey's, one of my favorite places ever. Seriously, look, I'm repping the show.
Oh, thank you
today.
so much, Kelly. That's
Hey,
really
Stephanie,
sweet.
how are you?
I'm good. And it's just such an honor. And thank you for asking me to be on your show. I'm excited. It's going to be a
I,
fun conversation.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Well, guys, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Grab your coffee, grab a mimosa, whatever you want, because we're going to be right back after this commercial break to find out more about Stephanie Stuckey.
Unwind by the water at South Shore Harbor Resort, the premier waterfront getaway located just south of Houston. We are the ultimate getaway with a range of activities for all ages. Soak up the sun by our refreshing pool or spend a day on the water. Pamper yourself at the relaxing spa and savor delicious cuisine at our on-site restaurants. Book your stay now and enjoy a rejuvenating vacation experience. South Shore Harbor Resort and Conference Center. It's time to enjoy.
All right, and we are back. Yay.
Hey!
Yay. I'm so excited today because we pulled her off of a very important meeting.
Right? My weekly production call, which is pretty important. We're like, how many log rolls can we churn out this week? How many pecans?
That's right. Because I need some more.
We got to do it. We got to crank up the log rolls to meet the demand.
That's right. Guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm so excited. We've got Stephanie Stuckey. Yes, you heard it right. Stuckey of the world famous Stuckey's family and all the convenience stores, the pecan rolls, the amazing things that you remember growing up. And I was so excited, Stephanie, because one of my good friends, Michelle, after she saw something on you on Facebook that you were bringing back the brand and doing, she goes, Kelly, you'll never guess what. Stephanie Stuckey, the granddaughter, is bringing Stuckey's back. You've got to have her on your show. And I went, are you kidding me? I'm so excited.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. You know, that right there is how we're bringing this brand back. Because we are a scrappy comeback brand. I like to say we're an 87-year-old startup. And we don't have money for a Super Bowl ad.
Yes.
We don't even have money for Facebook ads. So everything we do is really scrappy. It's a lot of grit. It's every day out there sharing the story on social media. And
I love it.
I love that you're a friend because that's how we're doing it. It's word of mouth, friends telling friends, hey, did you hear Stuckey's is making a comeback?
Oh, God. And of course, you know, the thing is, Stephanie, I mean, I told you this before in our first little email, but we grew up. I'm from Louisiana, grew up when we would travel to Texas or Arkansas, wherever. We could not wait. When we saw that Stuckey sign, could not wait. Oh my gosh, one of our favorite places ever. The coffee, the candy, the pecan rolls, the shakes, the breakfast, the whatever they had.
It was King of the Road breakfast special, 99 cents. 2 eggs,
unbelievable.
Piece of toast, and a little pat of jelly. 99 cents. That was the loss leader. Got people in the door, and then they'd buy all the kitsch, right?
Yeah. So smart.
I did the same thing. I road tripped as a kid in the back of a Woody station wagon in the 70s, just like everyone else who grew up in that era of the road trip, right? When road tripping,
love it.
Really how America traveled. We didn't think anything of throwing 5 kids in a car and driving for 5 days to go on vacation.
Now that's where all the fun happened.
Yeah. And we didn't have electronic devices, so we had to play games and we had to look out the window and try to get the trucker song, right? We did that.
Yes. Kids don't do that anymore.
We needed a break, not only a bathroom break or a food break, but we really needed to just get some entertainment. You get all those fun car bingo games, and we had lots of that stuff that would just keep kids.
I Spy.
Yes and no games. It had the magic.
Yes. So fun. Love it. Love those were some good days. Yes. So Stephanie, your granddaddy started this in 1937.
Yeah, during the Great Depression.
Amazing.
You know what other companies were founded that year? Beer Nuts and Krispy Kreme. I feel like we were a great company.
I completely
Yeah,
agree. That is very, very cool. Oh my gosh. And are you named after your grandmother, your first
I
name?
am. Yeah, I'm Ethel Stephanie Stuckey, and
I
I
love that.
didn't drop the Ethel because I don't love the name. I do love the
Yeah.
name, but my mother always wanted to name me Stephanie, and
Yeah.
she just thought Ethel Stephanie sounded better than Stephanie Ethel. But
Yeah.
I've always been called Stephanie, but I love Ethel. I answer to
I
it a
love
lot. You know, it's on my driver's license whenever I fly
so
anywhere.
sweet.
Ethel.
I love that for you. Now, how many kids are in your family?
There are 5 for my dad, and then my aunt had 2 kids. So my grandfather had 7 grandchildren.
Okay,
So there's
wow, that's
7
amazing.
years, 3rd
Yeah.
generation. Yeah.
Wow, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
What I want to ask you, which so many people who are going to be seeing this want to know, what was it like growing up as a Stuckey? I
It's
mean,
interesting because we're not your typical family brand.
yeah,
My story is so different, and we'll get to the book, but that's one of the reasons why I wrote a book, because it is a unique path that we had. My grandfather sold the company a year before I was born. It was out of our family hands for decades, and 4 years ago,
no,
unexpected
crazy.
opportunity to buy the company. It was for sale. It wasn't like I
Yeah,
was out there looking for it. I
yeah,
literally got a phone call one day. I'm an environmental attorney. I was head of sustainability
yeah,
in the city of Atlanta. I had completely different career. I'm in my 50s, and I get a call
yeah,
that changed my life. But back to your question, we didn't own the stores when I was a kid.
yeah,
And so it was a different dynamic. It was our name, but that
yeah,
was it.
yeah.
And
That's crazy.
we
And that
love the
happens.
stores like everyone
Yeah,
else. We stopped at
yeah,
the stores like everyone else. We
yeah,
didn't get free stuff, and not that we
yeah,
would have anyway. That would have been
yeah,
very spoiled, but
exactly.
it it wasn't ours. So the good thing is I never had a sense of entitlement about this. I am so
Yeah,
grateful that I had this opportunity, and I had to buy this company with my life savings. So there's a
I
real
love it.
investment, and not that 3rd generation members of a family business always
Yeah,
just feel like they have it handed to them. But
no,
I most
I love it.
definitely didn't feel that because it wasn't handed to me. I had to
Yeah,
work for this, and I had to pay for this. And so it's
absolutely.
been a fun journey.
I love that so much. I can't even tell
Yeah.
you. And
Yeah.
Shelly, good morning, ladies. We're excited
Yeah.
you're
Post
tuning
some
in.
comments.
Please share the shows. Yes. Pecan rolls, yummy. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
like there
Kelly,
they
I
are.
think I need to eat one to keep up with your energy levels. Like,
Yeah.
how many cups of coffee? And I've had like nonstop meetings, and today video meetings. I keep on going, y'all. I need a coffee break.
Yeah. Excuse me. Time out. We're getting coffee and
I
pecan
am
rolls
at
right now.
5:30. I've been traveling nonstop, so
I know. Bless your heart.
yeah.
I'm so happy that
I
you're
might
on the show
have some
today because
things.
I know.
Just people
Yummy. Yeah. Eat
sharing.
some of those. You can eat and
Yeah,
drink on the show. We're good. We're easy fun here.
yeah.
Okay, so
These
I
are
have
fun.
on one of your interviews, Stephanie, you actually said, and I'm paraphrasing, but it's so funny because you said, everybody is always told, don't talk about politics at the kitchen table.
Mhm.
However, for people who don't know, your daddy was in
Congress.
Congress, United
Mhm,
States Congress. He was
mhm.
in from Georgia, and you were in the House of Representatives,
State House. Mhm.
State House.
And my grandfather
I
was
mean,
in
how
the
cool is
State House.
that?
Yeah, I'm third,
Very
and
cool. So you
actually,
were a
my
state
great
rep for Georgia.
grandfather was the county sheriff for like 40 years.
What?
So
Oh
I'm
my
4th
goodness.
generation Stuckey elected
Yeah, I love it.
official.
I love
So it's
that.
definitely in
Did
the
you always
blood.
want to be in politics or did it kind of
Yes,
start?
yes,
Okay, so
always.
once you're because your
I mean,
daddy
at
was
a
in it a
young age.
while, 5 terms. Yeah,
I just grew up around it because I grew up in Washington, D.C. with a dad in politics, and
yeah.
there were 5 in my family, and my mom was a little overwhelmed. She was a stay-at-home mom, but even then, 5 kids, and we
A
were all
lot.
little. She had them like boom, boom, boom. And so anyway, my dad would help out a little bit, and I remember him saying, "Well, I'll take one of them with me to my political things," right? And I was like, "Take me, take me." I was always the one he took
I
because
love that.
I was the only one who wanted to go. And I, probably a bit of a daddy's girl too, but
I
I
love
did have
that.
a sister. So
Yeah.
anyway, I would go on all these campaign events with him. I mean, I remember being in a parade. I've got a photo of us together with Maynard Jackson, who was the first Black mayor of the city of Atlanta. And I'm like 9 years old and I'm in a parade with him.
Wow. I
And
love that.
all these, I remember going to a lot of African-American churches where my dad would preach and politic.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so much fun. It was so, I mean, if you're from Louisiana, you'll get it. Like that's where
I do get it.
the Black churches is where the politicking is done, and the barbershops.
That's exactly right.
Oh
yeah, and barbershops. Yes.
My dad got a lot. I mean, he was very involved with the African American community. It was a huge chunk of his voting population. So I carry that with me. It was just an amazing experience. So to me, politics was just part of life. Like we would eat grits and politics for breakfast every morning. It was just, I loved it.
I love that.
By it. You know, I'm still like, whoa. But I'm glad right now, I really enjoy being nonpartisan.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about what party I was in. You can Google it. But
I
will say when I was active in politics, which is now, you know, I first got started like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, really, I first got started in high school. So 40 years ago.
Yeah.
It was a lot more collaborative and consensus building and people who are truly interested in what they can do for the social good.
Thank you.
Exactly. Right now. And I've always been a centrist and I'm still a centrist.
Yeah.
And so I don't talk politics now because Republicans and Democrats can all enjoy pecan log rolls, and we'll take libertarians and Green Party and independent.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm apolitical, but I do love a good political discourse.
Absolutely. And I love that you were able to serve your community and your state for so long. I love that. I'm very proud of you. It's really, it's a lot of work. I was on local city council, and so I understand, you know, and that's on a very small level, but it's hard. It's hard work.
That's the hardest job. I've always said local politics is the closest to the people. It's where, you know, cities are where all the progress is made, in my opinion.
Exactly.
It's the heartbeat of America. And I worked for the city of Atlanta as their head of sustainability. I was on the mayor's cabinet.
Oh, wow.
So I love cities. I love working with cities. When I was in politics as a rep, I had 5 cities in my district.
Yeah,
it was very involved. I got the city champion one year from the Georgia Municipal Association.
I believe that.
It's the hardest
wonderful.
job. Yeah. Everyone knows who you are. You can't go to the grocery store without people asking you about the potholes, or the potholes is like number one, right? And then trash pickup.
Can you fix that today?
Yeah. I mean, property taxes or schools, it depends. You know, some jurisdictions have this city and the school system are combined, and you know, it's
crazy.
It's constant. You are asked to help with everything.
Yeah, it is so true. I love that you did that. I'm really proud of you. Okay, so, you know, the recession in 2009 actually closed the plant of Stuckey's because of all those issues. So the candy was made by outside vendors. I want to ask you, between 2009 and 2019, when you actually bought it back, what do you remember what was going through your mind? Do you remember keeping up with it still? Do you remember doing things about it? Yeah. Was it just kind of like, you know,
I mean, the company was out of our family, and it had been sold. It's a little convoluted, so read the book if you want the full details.
Well, I can't wait.
Yeah. But my grandfather sold the company. There were a series of outside owners. And then my father actually got the company in the mid 80s, along with a group of his partners.
I love that.
He was running at the time, and he ran this for years, very successful business. My father had the rights to all Dairy Queen stores on the interstate highway.
What?
That was his business. He grew it from nothing. He started it. He went to Dairy Queen, American Dairy Queen, and said, I have this idea. I know the road. I know roadside retail.
Exactly.
Stuckey's was out of the family then. And he said, I'd like to basically bring to Dairy Queen the Stuckey's magic. So they said, great.
Amazing.
Gave him the rights. He was building stores. He was doing great. That was his business. And then so after several owners, there were the last owner for Stuckey's reached out to my father because they were losing money and they were getting sued for mismanagement and they wanted the lawsuit off their hands. And they said, do you want this hot, stinking mess of a business? My father really wasn't looking for it. And frankly, he had his own business. So he acquired what was left of Stuckey's in the mid 80s, but he merged it with the Dairy Queen. So
amazing.
Stuckey stores, if you see there's only a handful left today, quite often you'll see that they have a red roof. So the roof is painted red. It was a Dairy Queen with a little Stuckey section.
Amazing.
So that was what was going on. But Dairy Queen was the main company and Stuckey's was a division of it. The driver of all the profits and the infrastructure and everything was Dairy Queen. That was my dad's business, Interstate Dairy Queen Corporation.
Incredible.
And so he sold his Dairy Queen business to Warren Buffett in 2012.
Oh my goodness.
And then also my father sold the candy plant when he bought the company. He said, I don't want to do manufacturing. I'm running Dairy Queen. I'm doing this. Stuckey's can be an add-on to Dairy Queen. He thought the two businesses complemented and he had the
amazing
going. But so he sold the candy plant to Standard Candy Company and they were making the candy for Stuckey's. And then when the plant shuttered, we had a bunch of outside manufacturers. So I know that's really complicated, but you did ask what was it like. So during that period, my father sold Dairy Queen. They didn't buy Stuckey's.
Yeah.
The whole infrastructure went away. My father retired. His business partners retired. All the employees retired except for two. And then one who was part-time. And they sort of kept it going. There were two main office employees. And then there was a rented distribution facility. So it was a very small team that basically kept what was left after Dairy Queen went away. Yeah. Which wasn't much.
Yeah.
So it was a slow decline during that period. And I most certainly was not following it.
Yeah. Yeah. And you never know. It's like, I didn't know how much of it was still in your side view, if y'all were hearing anything. So that is very interesting that you'd go, we don't have it. My dad got rid of it. I mean, it's, done. So you were just kind of doing your own thing.
We did kind of have it. There were 7 owners. My dad was one of the owners.
Okay.
My dad had retired. I mean, it was being run on by a very small crew and losing money. That's what was happening.
Did you
the pathway to success was not there.
Yeah. Do you ever remember it going through your head, man, at some point I wouldn't mind trying to get Stuckey's back or seeing what I could do with it? Yeah.
No. Yeah. I had a career.
Exactly. Well, you were an attorney.
Yeah, I'm an attorney and it just wasn't in the cards. I love my father and we're very close, but whenever I tried to talk business with him, and I wouldn't say it never came, but it was the few times I would say, hey, Dad, maybe I could get involved with Stuckey's. It was never a positive conversation. It was never encouraging. And I say that with love. But when I wanted to buy the company, he tried to talk me out of it.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that's the first chapter of the book, is talking about that. And I titled the chapter Lemonade Stand because he told me when I sat down with him to get his advice on buying Stuckey's, he said, you've never run a lemonade stand. What makes you think you can run Stuckey's? You have no clue what you're doing.
I love that.
He said that. And
very
interesting. Love, it was one of those tough love talks.
Yeah. That's a good daddy though.
And it emboldened me. I was like, well, people telling you can't do something is sometimes the best motivation for wanting to do it.
Exactly.
People just you're so wonderful. You're so great. Blah, blah, blah. You just kind of brush it off. But if someone's like, we don't think you can do that at all. You don't have the skills for that. You have no background.
Yeah. You wait. You wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I'll show you. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I will show you. I'll figure it out.
I love that.
Figure it out.
That's right. I love it. Guys.
Well, we, because the best thing I did was build a team and I got a bunch of super smart people who we've figured it out together.
Yeah.
I'm not alone in this journey.
I love that. Guys, if you are just tuning in, we are with Chair of Stuckey's, the amazing Stephanie Stuckey, and we're going to be right back with more pecan rolls and her book, Unstuck, right after this commercial break.
Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events wants you to come party with us. We're bringing the fun to the Houston Bay Area. Stay tuned for all of our incredible events throughout the year, featuring amazing food and drinks, live entertainment, special guests, and so much more. Fun, new, different. Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events is where you want to be. So come party with us. It's more than a yacht. It's serendipity.
All right. Woo! We are back. I'm with the incredible Stephanie Stuckey. And hi, Elizabeth. Hi, thank you for watching. Guys, you know, she is the chair of the world famous Stuckeys. We've been talking about her family's history with it, what happened, and we're about to talk really about how she brought it back and what she's been going through with that, because it's really amazing. You know, and I loved what you said at the beginning, Stephanie, when you said, look, I didn't inherit all of this. Yeah. I'm not some spoiled person who's just going, okay, I'll start running it now because my daddy gave it to me.
Yeah.
It's not like that. And I love that. And I think people love your story because of that.
Thank you.
And we're really, really proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. So let me ask you, when you decided to 2019, is that correct?
That's right. Right before COVID, November 1st.
Right before COVID.
Literally like 4 or 5 months before COVID really hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts? You said that somebody called you and they said, hey, guess what? Stuckey's is for sale.
Yeah, it was one of the owners, one of my dad's former business partners. And
wow,
they were interested in selling their shares.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you remember what went through your head right then?
I was just stunned because I had a lot going on in my life at the time, and I had my career, and it didn't sink in that buying it meant I would have to run it, because at first I thought, oh, this is an investment opportunity, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But then I started looking into what was happening with the business, and I realized they didn't have a CEO. No one was running the company day to day. I mean, they had people who were involved. Obviously, there were people keeping things going. We had a vice president, we had an accountant, were the two main employees at that point. We had a couple of sales reps and a warehouse manager. Yeah, it was a pretty small crew there, but there wasn't a big team, and there wasn't a lot of management and structure to what was happening, and there wasn't really a plan to get to profitability. Yeah. So I realized pretty quickly that this was a fixer-upper business, and it's not one of those passive investments where you can just sink your money and have mailbox money, right? Just get your check every month because it's earning its dividends. No. Yeah. That was not it. So then I had to really start thinking, okay, I'm going to have to give up my job, give up my career. Wow. Give up my business.
I mean, that's crazy. There's very few people who would do that.
Yeah. I sunk my life savings. Yeah. And I set aside enough funds to live without getting a salary. Yeah. Because there was no money. Mm-hmm. So I thought, all right, I'm going to go 2 years without a salary. Yeah. I ended up going 3 years. Yeah. And it was tough. It's still, I'll be honest, like a comeback is not a 1-2 punch, like a prize fight, like you see in the movie Rocky, and all right, here I am, knockout, it's comeback here. No, it's a slog. Yeah. So we are making a comeback. It is a daily slog. Every single day, it is just grind. It's not this like, now I've made it. I am drawing a salary now, so it's better, but I'm still one of the lower paid. Yeah. Well, that's people, how it is. But that's okay. Like I own the company, so I've got my record with, I co-own the company. Yeah. But all that's to say, people who have these grandiose visions of being an entrepreneur and starting your own business, it's tough. And there's going to be some lean years, and you're not going to, unless you just were born with a huge bank account, you're not going to have a lot of money. And it's a slog.
Exactly. It's so
I love
true.
it. I love it. I would do it all over again. But there are those 3 a.m. moments when you worry about making payroll.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's what happens when you own a business. But I love it because it's the people that really hang in there and work really hard and understand that it's not going to be easy day by day. They're the ones that inspire others, and they're successful, and they're the way makers for other people. Really go, you're doing it, and you're who I need to follow that path because you've worked so hard. And it's just inspiring. It's awesome. And I follow you. We're going to talk about how people can follow you on social media in just a little bit, but I follow you because I love seeing where you are, what you're doing. You're such a great face for Stuckey's. I love it.
Thank you. And that's really what I am. I'm the face, but there is a whole team, and I could not do anything without the team. It's 100% teamwork. So none of this.
Absolutely.
That's my superpower, is building a team.
Yeah, that's so good. It's so wonderful. I want to ask you, what do you think your hardest thing has been in this little journey since 2019?
Learning to scale. Because I think we could be doing really comfortably if we had just kept at a certain level. Yeah. But we want to be the go-to pecan snack brand for, we want to be the pecan snack brand in the world. Yeah. So if you want that, you can't do this. No. You gotta, all right. This is like backwards reverse. I'm going up. I want to go up. And that takes scaling. So scaling takes investment in infrastructure and capital, because we need more equipment. We need to double our capacity. We need to have more square footage in our candy plant. So you got to get the upfront money. And so it's just balancing all that. How do you scale? How do you get the pipeline going? So that was a big challenge. And I would add a second, which is pivoting, because we talked about the stores before the show aired, and people know us for those Stuckey stores. And I love those Stuckey stores. At our peak, we had 368 stores in 40 states. We were on every major highway in America. We had a candy plant. We had a billboard company. We had 4,000 billboards pointing people to go to those 368 stores. So we were this roadside retail brand. Yeah. Before there was Love's or Buc-ee's, there was Stuckey's, right? But then those stores are all but gone. There's only a handful left. And I didn't have the money to own or operate those stores. They're all independently owned. They pay us a modest licensing fee, and they source product from us. But when I bought the company, all those products were outsourced and made by other companies. Yeah. And they lost their magic, and it was expensive if other people produce, and then you have to add your cost. So long story short, it took a lot to figure out what to do to make this company vibrant, to hit the refresh button. And I realized I was going to rebuild the company the way my grandfather had built it, which was as a pecan snack and candy company. I love that. The first 5 years of Stuckey's was him selling pecan snacks. That was the first part of the business. And then the candy came. And then he grew that to a store, then 2 stores. But at the core, we were always a candy maker. And a pecan snack maker. Like, that has been what we've been doing more than anything else. And the stores came later. So I'm rebuilding the way he started, and we bought a candy plant. So that was our game changer. My 2 business partners and I own a candy plant. We make all this ourselves. We get all the pecans fresh from Georgia farmers, and we're selling to Hobby Lobby, Murphy USA, At Home. Those are our big national accounts where you'll find us. But you'll also find us at Wawa in Florida, or Ingles, or Food Lion. And, so we're slowly growing the brand back.
Oh, it is so
Yeah.
exciting. So, what do you think so far has been the most fun that you've been doing since 2019 on this journey?
Well, I'm a road tripper, and
Yes.
I think I get it honestly, right? By birth, I
Love
grew
it.
up
Yeah.
road tripping, and I remember getting in the car and driving around with my grandfather. It's some of my best memories. He died when I
Yeah.
was 12, but I remember him, and he's really the reason why I'm doing this is because
I
I
love
love my
it.
grandfather. I wouldn't have bought this company for anyone else. I bought it
Yeah.
because I loved him,
I
and I
love
didn't
it.
want his legacy to be a bunch of dilapidated old stores that were fading on
Yeah.
the side of the road with people
Yeah.
saying that used to be a Stuckey's and
Yeah.
stares from teenagers.
Yeah.
I wanted people to know what a wonderful thing he did and not
Yeah.
just write a book about it, but to show what he
I love
did
it.
and that what he did was so awesome.
Yeah.
You're going to redo it and bring it back because
Yes.
the world needs more pecan snacks.
I totally agree with you. And we're grown being it. That's right. I'm a
So
Louisiana girl.
that's
So
exciting to me.
growing
That's
up in
exciting. And
pecans are
traveling the country and seeing
yes.
people and telling our story. And I give speeches all the time and I
Yeah.
visit stores. I go to trade shows. There's an ACE trade show this week. I actually could not be there because I have 2 speaking engagements and another show. So that's why we have a team. We got a sales rep who's awesome there.
Love that.
But that's, we're just constantly just out there telling the story and frankly trying to get more retailers to sell our product. So if anyone listening is a retailer or you know a retailer or you go to a local grocery store, specialty shop, and you think this would look good in your stores, just say, hey,
Yes.
you should sell Stuckey's candy. And all you have to do is go Stuckeys.com. We'll set you up with a wholesale account.
Oh, that's amazing. I was just going to say, so they just go to Stuckeys.com and say, we want to put Stuckey stuff in our store. Love
I got
it.
a message yesterday, Facebook Messenger. Yeah. My wife owns a cute general store in Blue Ridge, Georgia. We'd love to have your product. Done.
Love it.
Yeah. Catalog
you got it.
Yeah.
I love that.
We're on it. Come on. Bring it on. Message me on. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We'll see what happens with that. Congress, I think, is trying to shut them down. I don't care. Whatever's out there, I'm on it. If it's not TikTok, I'll be on something else. I'm on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. She's everywhere. She's everywhere. You can find her and follow her.
Yeah.
Okay. So Stephanie, one thing that I wanted to ask you, I know when I bite into a pecan roll, when I open a bag of your pecans, when I eat any Stuckey's candy or anything, I know what kind of feeling it makes me have. It's very a happy memory. Yeah. When you every time you walk in someplace and they have your candies and they're they have your items and are people eating it and your mixes. What do you think is your main goal for anybody who is going to be eating or buying your products? What do you want them to, what do you want their reaction to be mainly? Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, I want them to appreciate how delicious it is. Like that's why you buy food, right? That's why you buy
so
snacks,
good.
Is it's delicious. And then also it makes you feel good. And people talk a lot about snacks and candy sometimes not being healthy, but I think they overlook a couple things. The most important thing is health to me is not just physical health, it's mental health. This right here is mental health. This makes me feel good. But this is not loaded up with a bunch of artificial ingredients or coated with a ton of sugar. It does, I'm not gonna lie, it's got maple syrup, which is sugary on it. But it's healthier for you is one phrase you hear. It's the ingredients, it's the quality. We get 100% of our pecans sourced from local farmers. These are fresh crop pecans.
I love that.
They're amazing and they're delicious. So you're going to indulge a little bit on this especially, but it's a quality indulgence, right? I know if I'm going to indulge in something sweet, it's going to be the best chocolate. It's going to be the best piece of candy. I'm not loading up on a bunch of artificial crap. it's going to be quality. And then second is how it makes you feel, right? It's a memory, it's an association. And along with that, I would add, I think consumers, especially the younger generation, more and more are appreciating where their food comes from. We're American made. It's a woman-led business. We have a story that connects us back to the Great Depression. We are a legacy family brand. Like, I think all of that stuff matters, that there's a small business and there's real people really working hard every single day to sell this product. So you're buying like a product that there's a lot of pride in. And I don't want to diss the large consumer packaged goods out there. But if you think about it, you know, the large brands, they're not going to be all distraught if you don't choose their mass-produced product that is probably made in some factory in another country.
Yeah.
But you know what? We would miss you. Stuckey's would miss you. Like, you really matter to us. Every sale matters. Every customer is critical to us. And the big folks, they're like, yeah, of course they want you. They're buying Super Bowl ads. It's kind of impersonal.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I know who the CEO is of these large corporations that produce mass amounts of food, that have, 20 divisions. We can't even keep up with who owns what brand.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
you don't know that. This is it right here.
That's right. I love that.
There's a face behind this brand.
Yes, absolutely. And that's a very big deal for people.
Yeah. And I love that when I shop, right?
Yeah.
That's what I look for.
Yeah, absolutely. We're about buying family owned, local, the small businesses. That is what we love to do, because that's what America is built on. Yeah. And these businesses care about the customers. Yeah.
And, like Ace Hardware is a great example. Like, that's why I love getting into Ace. Like, Ace is this large national chain, but you know what? They're franchised.
Yes.
So these stores are locally owned. They're invested in community. I know my Ace Hardware guys personally. I know the owners. They're in the store every single day. They're part of our community. So Piggly Wiggly is another example. Like, those are mostly locally owned.
Exactly.
So it's just that connection. Like, if you were on city council, you get it. Yeah. You want people who are invested in your community and you and really care.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Well, my mom, who's a huge fan of Stuckey's, is watching. Great interview. Hey, Mom. Yeah, she goes, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And here we go. Janelle, diversify and leveraging is key. Thank you for staying the course. Absolutely.
Thank you.
She's amazing. And she said, women building legacies. This is exactly what Stephanie's doing. Yeah. She's incredible.
And there's other brands, and that's the other thing. I love supporting other women brands.
Yes.
I'll give a shout out. Have you ever had Milo's tea?
No, but I've heard of it.
Amazing. It is really the best tea, and it's a great product.
I'm getting some.
And it's also female-led. Trisha Walworth, third generation of her family business. Awesome. And she has really built and grown that brand. So it's supporting other women-led businesses. I've just gotten to be friends with a woman named Molly, who makes Molly Blakely, and she makes Molly Bees cookies. And
adorable.
Bees is for booze. So she makes boozy cookies, and she puts like, I don't know, tequila and rum and all her cookies, and they're selling
rum.
About to get into Walmart. And I'm like, yay, Molly. So
that's awesome.
It's just supporting one another. We're all out there trying to get shelf space on the food aisles of America. So let's support one another and buy each other's brands.
Absolutely, is what it's all about, supporting each other and doing what you can.
Men out there too.
Do what?
I said there's a few good male brands out there too. Yeah. I'll tell you one I love. I've gotten to know Sean, who owns Dude Wipes, and
yes. Oh my gosh.
You wipe yourself with those. But what a great fun idea. And he was on Shark Tank and he got a deal.
Yes.
He's rocking it. Yeah. He is rocking it. And so
he looks fun. Yeah. I love that. I love that. Okay. So you wrote a book called Unstuck.
Yeah.
I love the title. I thought that was just amazing.
Thank you.
And you have actually a copy of your big
Well,
poster. Somebody
yeah.
sent me.
So I forgot to grab a copy of the book. It's in my car, but someone sent me this. If you sent me this, I'm thanking you. I'm going to track down on the label, like who sent this. But thank you.
Amazing.
To me.
Look at that. That's what it looks like. That's what my station wagon looked like.
Right. So it says Rebirth of an American Icon, which
love it.
I got a little nervous about that title, but my publisher liked it. I'm like, I think it's a little show-offy. And he's like, no, it's good. You're an American icon. Your brand
it is. It's so true. And I love it. I love it.
Go with it. And I said, well, this is all I need on the cover. I just need the station wagon. It doesn't need my mug on it. It needs the station wagon. That's what matters.
I thought, oh my gosh, everybody our age is going, that's what I grew up traveling in.
Yeah. And if you're into history, I hope it's a good read. I tell the story of my grandfather. I got his papers when I bought the company. It's the best thing I got his archives. I had a trademark and I had his archives. They were the two things I had of value. And I spent my evenings the first year reading through all his papers, organizing them. And then I started writing it. And then I literally got a message on LinkedIn one day from a publisher saying, you should write a book. And we're interested in publishing. And then I got an agent and we shopped it around to a bunch of, because he's like, you should shop it around. And got a ton of rejections. I got 3 offers. And I ended up going with the original guy who reached out to me.
What? Yeah, that's amazing.
Publishers out of Nashville, a great little publishing house. And they distribute through Penguin.
Wow.
So,
oh my goodness.
Books are sold, which is like everywhere. It can be
incredible.
Yeah. So already it's pre-sales on Amazon.com, bookshop.com, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, Target.
Awesome.
So it's
amazing. You can get it anywhere, guys. You need to go get Unstuck by Stephanie Stuckey right now today, because it's going to give you insight on her journey, her family's journey, and everything this is really, really cool. I love that you did that. And what a great timing.
Thank you. Yeah, it comes out April 2nd, and the book launches the day before at the Jimmy Carter Presidential Center.
Yeah.
It's April 1st at 7 p.m. So if you live in Atlanta, just come on by and come to the book signing. Oh, and starting April 2nd, I'll have the book on sale on Stuckeys.com.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be the same price that you will find on all the others. But if you buy Stuckeys.com, it'll have my signature.
I was going to say, can they have it autographed? So, but if they go to Stuckeys.com and buy the book, Stephanie, it will have her autograph in it.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. Okay.
It won't be personalized because I'm just going to mass sign them.
That's okay.
But I'll tell you what, if you want to buy $1,000 worth of Stuckey's product, I will inscribe it with whatever you want.
There you go. Look at that. She's going to do it. She's going to do it. I love it. Stephanie, I cannot tell you what a joy it has been to get to meet you this morning and talk about your amazing journey and all of your hard work. You are doing a phenomenal job, and it's been so much fun to get to watch you on social media and everything that you're doing. Yeah, amazing. You're incredible. Yeah. So really, really exciting. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And thank you, everyone who tuned in. If you're not watching it live, you watch it later.
Yes.
I'm thanking you for watching it in the future. And please message me. I'm accessible. Would love to hear your stories and ways we can support one another.
Absolutely. Guys, go follow her on all social media. You're on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok.
It's at Stuckey Stop. Except for Facebook and LinkedIn, which is just Stephanie Stuckey, but it's at Stuckey Stop because that's a little throwback to the Stuckey's jingle from the 1970s. That was "Take a Stuckey Stop, take a Stuckey Stop." So that's that's my handle, Stuckey Stop.
Adorable, adorable. Yeah. Well, we're so excited for you. What is one piece of advice you would give anybody looking at either starting a business or buying a business that needs to be rebuilt like you did?
You're not alone.
What would you tell them? Yeah.
You're not alone. Just 3 words. You're not alone. There's a whole community out there of people who are there to support you. And I'm not talking about paid consultants who are going to take your money, because you can lose a lot of money really quickly paying for consultants.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect. If you're a consultant, more power to you. That's a great business too. But when you're scrappy and just starting out, you can't afford it. There's a community out there who wants to support you. There's also a lot of free resources. So if you reach out to me, I know all the free resources. I tap into grant programs. I work with
that's awesome.
Their small business program is amazing. Small Business Development Center. Communities, local governments offer resources. So just know there's a community out there, people who want to see you succeed, and they'll often help you for free. So would love
exactly. And don't scared to. I love that. Don't be scared to ask for help.
Yes. Yeah.
So I love that.
And you don't have a lot of money when you're starting out. And so
no,
you need help.
That's right.
You can't do it alone.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. We are so proud of you. And we are pulling for you. Guys, go buy Stuckey stuff. Go buy her book. Stuckeys.com. Go get it. And if you tell us one more time, what locations can people now find Stuckey's candies and goodies?
I'll tell you what, it'll be easier because there's literally like 50. I'm going to send you a graphic that has the logos of all the chains, the large national chains that carry our product. And if I were to do the specialty retail stores, it would be 10 slides. So I would just say, I love all the small specialty stores that carry our product. We try to highlight them in my Facebook. So if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I will frequently post the specialty retail stores, but all those chains, I'll send you a graphic.
That sounds great. And we will, I'll add it to the show when we repost.
Excellent.
So people can see. Excellent. Stephanie, thank you so much. Guys,
thank you, Kelly.
This has been so much fun. What a blessing. We're just so proud of you, and we're cheering you on every single day.
I appreciate it.
Love it. Love it. Guys, you can watch the Kelly Williams Show anytime on your home TV, and we hope you have an awesome and blessed rest of your day. Go to Stuckeys.com today and get everything you ever dreamed of. Yummy.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye. See y'all later.